Hi, welcome back again to the second class where we continue on beginners copywriting course. And last class we've covered what is copywriting, what a copywriter does, advantages of copywriting, and systems and frameworks to make you a better copywriter. All right. Now today we will be going to levels of copywriting and understanding your audience. Hopefully, we will be able to touch on important aspects of this part. So, levels of copywriting. That's just to say something like level 1, level 2, level 3. It's just like saying like the depth or strength of expertise or the level of operation. Are you working as a beginner? Are you working as a single person? So we're going to see what levels of copywriting is all about. And then we're going to talk about understanding your audience. Remember, we said and establish the fact that researching your client, researching your product, researching your target audience is number one. Researching your target audience is number one. So you don't want to miss out on that. Let me see if we can pull that. If you can pull that out, we established that fact last time. So I just want to see. I don't need this tab. So I guess it might be here. Oh, it's not here. Oh, let's check again. Okay, it's not here also. Oh, let's see if we get a chance to find it. Looks like we might find it here. So I'm kind of hopeful we might find it on this tab. Okay, it's not also here, and right now I'm not sure where it is, but if we don't get it, then we'll just try to get it afresh again. Yeah, so I can't find it. So what I'll just do is what is copywriting? What is copywriting? So here we go. Yeah, this was what I was looking for exactly. So we established the fact that your work is 80% of researching and understanding your audience, and every other thing is 20%. That's where you write. Yeah, writing. Your writing is 20%, but your researching is 80%. It takes 80% of everything that you're going to do. So today we said we're going into levels of copywriting, and then we're going into understanding your audience, because you need to understand your audience. Like I said, if you're having a product that is meant for kids, you want to speak in the language, or if you have a product for teenagers or young adults, you want to speak in their language with their slangs in a way they would understand. And if you have to speak or address to seniors, that is elderly people, older generation, you want to also speak in a language that they would understand. All right, so because it matters a lot in communication. If you can speak in their language, they will understand your message clearly and much more better. So let's see if we do have our, let me see. I think I need to refresh this page. So excuse me. Yeah, here we are. Let's go to levels of copywriting. So levels of copywriting, here we go. Levels of copywriting, we have beginner, we have intermediate, and we have advanced. So what does it feel like being a beginner copywriter? You write simple blog posts, you write captions or email templates. Now, um I don't know if I can show you what email template is. Basically, you must have signed up on different sites where you get let me see. Okay, this is from Apple. Now there are some new brands that are trying to grow, so they need someone to write their emails. They need someone to write their emails. They need someone to write their emails, the content of their emails. There's no content here. That's not what I'm looking for. I just want to show you samples of email templates. Email template basically is just what um, what you wrote or what you write that someone can use once or continuously, or they can build on it. So you might write about, let's say, welcome email. You might write a welcome email. When you write a welcome email, there's a template that you have written. You can actually write that for a company, for a business. So that is just an idea of what email templates are. So if a company asks you to write email template, you make it so personal. That's where you're going to see, instead of this so Emmanuel, you assume you're talking to a person, but in this place it's going to be first name. Do you understand? You might not understand fully now, but you would understand better so as we go. So this is just an example of an email. So the moment you write this for someone, it can be called an email template, because when you write it for them, they could edit it themselves or ask you to improve it or ask you to fine tune it to suit their taste or what they want. Blog post. So you must have heard about Naira Land. Let me see how to let's say how to build muscles. How to build muscles at home. So you're gonna see a lot of blogs, So this could be a blog. Oh, forbidden. Let's go to the next one, men's health. So if you go over here, you would notice that there are different titles that they have here. So you can see this is a blog post. 31 body weight exercise to pack on muscles at home. So someone researched and wrote out all of this. So this is a blog post. So these are what things that examples of what beginner copywriters write. And captions. When you go to Instagram, Facebook, there are captions on almost every post that a brand posts. So those body of text are called captions. They are attached to an image or a video or a reel or whatever it is they are trying to post or promote. So that is it. Now, the next level of copywriting, it goes a little bit higher, a step higher. Yeah, these three are just basics: blog posts, captions, or email templates. Now, crafting landing pages. Landing pages are used to sell stuff. Yeah, when you go somewhere like you see an ad, when you click the link of an ad, it takes you to a landing page. I don't know. Let me see if you could try and go to YouTube now and let's watch a video on how to do copywriting. I'm hoping that we'll see an ad that I can click and it takes me to a landing page. How to do copywriting. Okay. I'm hoping that when we click one image, it's going to take us over there. Let's see. If you click on one video, let's see this one. how to do copywriting. Let's see. I'm hoping that it's going to show us an ad. I am really hoping. So this is an ad by Domestica. If I click on learn more, it should take me to a landing page. It should take me to a landing page. So I just want to show you what a landing page is. It's the first page you click on when you're visiting a new website. Sometimes it can be their home page, sometimes it can be an intentional page that was created to share you more information about something. So the network is pretty bad and I don't want to waste your time. Ad campaigns, yes. When you see ad campaigns, intermediate, this is another level of intermediate copywriting. SEO friendly content. Here you need to know how to search keywords, keyword intent, using tools like SEMrush, tools like SEO tools. A lot of tools for SEO exist. So I'm not sure we're covering that in our topics. Let me see. I'm not sure it's in our topics, but if we're chanced, we might touch on that. So let's continue. An advanced copywriting, high conversion funnels, brand storytelling, and data driven copy strategies. Now, when you talk about high conversion funnels, these are these are stages of a business customer acquisition, lead acquisition, where they basically have different steps. You see this landing page. This is a landing page, but is not having much of textual content. It's having more of pictures and showing you what you learn in this course. So, but then someone wrote this content here. So, like you can see the title and all of those things. You definitely must have gotten to a place. Let me check for freelancing because there are some people doing advertisement to freelancing right now. How to freelance and earn. Let's see if we could get something much more close. Let's try this.
Now, looking right here from Google, you can actually see
Oh,
that
there's
the
no
average
ad
monthly
here.
income on Fiverr.
Let's see if there's an
guys
ad
right here in this video. Now, what you want to basically,
I want to see if there's an ad in between, and there's no ad. There's no ad. I'm looking for a video that will show up ads. Let me check this. This might give us an ad. No ad. Oh, definitely you must have seen courses where they sell you, they try to buy you into a new course, and the moment you click on that link, it's taking you to another page. Just like this. All right, this is perfect. Let's see what this guy's landing page is like. Yeah, I was expecting something like this. Yeah. Yes, this is a perfect example of the landing page I was talking about. So you can see the title here. The title is here, heading, subheading, the video, and I think that's all. This landing page is pretty simple. It's not loaded with too much of text. There are some that are very long and lengthy. So there are different types of landing page. You can easily learn more about that by going to Google, check types of landing page, types of landing pages here. So you can see click-through landing pages, splash page, squeeze page, coming soon, long form sales page, lead capture page, thank you landing page, product landing page. Can you see there's a lot of types of landing page. You need to go through all of this, know what they are. You can see, just go to Google on your laptop or your phone, or your tablet or iPad, whatever you prefer to use. Click on what each one is to understand what they are. The more you learn about all of this, the better it is for you, because you widen your knowledge. And when people are talking about different types of landing page, You will not be in the dark. You are well aware of the types of landing page that does exist. All right, so that's that about landing pages. Just wanted to show you, and I've got that. So high conversion funnels, like this guy's landing page is a part of it, or is a part of his funnel. Is a part of his funnel because the moment you go from this stage and click up something. All right, so how can I make? And you click up something, it's $9,000. It's gonna take you to the next page. So what a funnel? You might be looking at it. What's a sales funnel? Sales funnel. A sales funnel is just like each step and sales process. Each steps of the sales process, from your advertisement to the next page they see, to where they see information about your product or your offer. Let's see, how does a sales funnel work? Okay, let's start from here. A sales funnel is a marketing model that shows the stages a customer goes through when buying a product or service. It is a tool that helps businesses convert leads into customers. Leads are strangers that do not know anything about your business. They are just getting to know about you. And we have three types of leads. We have cold leads or cold audience. You have warm lead or warm audience. And you have hot leads or hot audience. Cold leads are people that are complete strangers. They don't know about you. They don't know about your product. They don't know about your service. They don't know about your offerings. Warm audience, they've got to know you. They've got to know about your offerings, but they've not taken action yet. And hot audience are those who they've actually kind of become your customers in one way or the other. It's either they're already following you, they've bought your course, they've bought your product, they've tasted your offer. So they are hot. If you're bringing something to them, they would be receiving it faster and taking action faster than a cold audience, because a cold audience is still trying to figure out, can I trust this person? Do I like this person? Do I like what they are doing? And all of those things. So that's just by the way. So how does the sales funnels work? You define the goals, because there are different types of sales funnel. Identify the problem you want to solve for your customers. Understand your audience. Learn about your potential buyers. Create a landing page where you capture your audience attention, like the one we showed you. Offer something valuable. Generate leads with a preliminary offer. Many times you have seen where people tell you, get a free report, get a free guide, but before you can get it, enter your email. Do you understand? Then you also type in or tap the button download now. Yes, I want it. Yes, I want the report. Yes, I want this. Give it to me. This and that. Now, that is something valuable they are offering you in exchange for your emails. And the moment you give them your email, you have become their lead. You might later end up buying their offerings or paying for their products or services if they do their job well, or if you are their ideal customer. Okay, so qualify leads, confirm interest in your product. Those are just things that every step, each steps of your funnel has to to touch on, where you qualify leads, so that you know that okay, the right people are the ones coming in. Nurture leads, keep in touch with qualified leads. Once people know that okay, you are the kind of person they want to be in touch with, they are likely your qualified leads. Those kind of people, you need to nurture them just like a baby. You need to nurture the baby. You need to give the baby milk before they can start eating light food, and then before they can start eating solid food. So it's just like a plant also. You need to water it, allow sun, allow um sun, air, and everything, so that it can grow. Then you water it daily or frequently, like every 2 days, 3 days. So just the same way you nurture a plant is the same way you nurture your audience. You reach out to them, you start building awareness and start building connection with them via your marketing media. It could be email, it could be through social media. But when it comes to email marketing, that's where someone will first tell you a story. Then the next email you see from them, they'll start asking you questions in the subject of their email from there they begin to build some kind of familiarity with you. If you are interested in their content, you'll find out that you are opening their emails. If not every time, maybe 1 out of 3, you are opening their emails. And all of a sudden you just notice that they will tell you, oh, we have a special offer, we have a special training coming up so time. If it is something that interests you, you would be ready not to miss that kind of event or offer. So at that point, they are warming you up because you are their target audience, and then you are almost getting into the stage of becoming a customer to them. And the moment it is what you need, they give you an offer and then you buy that offer. That moment you have become their customer. So that is where closing the deal comes in. They convert prospects into customers. So that is how it works. Then you can now analyze your result. That's just about sales funnel. We're not here to talk about sales funnels. We're here to talk about levels of copywriting. Brand storytelling is another thing. This is a place where you set up the tone of the brand, the way you want people to feel, the audience of the brand to feel. Then you write and tell stories about the brand. You write and tell stories about the brand. So that is that about brand storytelling. Data driven copy strategies. I'm not so much familiar with this, but let's see what this is. Um, in the levels of copywriting, what does this means? Yeah, I'm not so familiar with that concept, so I want us to learn it together. So let's see what this is. Data-driven copy strategies refers to using actual data such as customer behavior, market trends, analytics to create and optimize copy that performs better instead of writing based purely on intuition or creativity. Okay, these strategies rely on insight gathered from real world. Okay, it improves conversion, reduces guesswork. So there's something we call A and B testing. When you have a target audience, you can actually write different forms of copy to see which of those copy generate most leads or generate the best result. So once you have gotten it, you are not just writing based on ideas or whatever, you are writing for result. So you are analyzing, okay, what is working the best, and you want to use what is working the best. So when you write 3 forms of copywriting, a good way to explain what A/B testing is. You are saying um, what's up, how are you, and what's good. So that's those 3 questions are ways to check on someone actually. So some people might respond better to what's up. Some people might respond differently to how are you. Do you understand? So that's just an example. But imagine having different body of copy, but you are still trying to say the same thing but in different ways. Just to look at, okay, which one is the one that works best. That's what A and B testing actually means. So let's go back to the levels of copywriting, and I think we are almost done with that. Let's see. Oh, we've passed all of this. We've passed all of these. We've not gotten here, and we're almost there. Oh, why is it taking me back? Have we really gotten here? Okay, we're here. Levels of copywriting. So let's go to the next. We're going to the next topic now. Understanding your audience. Understanding your audience. What does it mean to understand your audience? It means to know who your audience is. What are they, male? Are they female? Is it a mixture of male and female? Are they adults? Are they young adults? Are they children? Are they teenagers? Who are your target audience? You need to know where are they from? What do they struggle with? What's their goals? Do you understand? Now, let's see if there's a pension company. If there's a pension company, yeah, let's say pension company, and then they want to start getting customers. Those kind of people cannot target students because students are not working class. People that are working class are the target audience of pension companies. Do you understand? So a pension company now that is just starting up needs to understand who their ideal customer is. Their ideal customer is not someone that is being would I say that is under care like a student. The ideal customer are decision makers. The ideal customer are are people who are earning a living, that earn a salary consistently, that earn a pay consistently. So that kind of stuff. So they need to know demographics, what is their age, what's their gender, what's their location. Then they need to also understand, you need to also understand psychographics. What are their interests? What are their interests? Is their interest in looking at how their pension can be converted to something tangible, like let's say an investment into a land, buying of lands or landed properties? Do you understand? Psychographics also touch about their pain point. What are their struggles? What is really the thing that pains their heart? And what are their values? What are the things that they believe? What is their belief system? What are their cardinal goals and objectives? Now, the behavior. What's their purchase habit? How do they spend? Digital behavior. What platforms do they use? What social media do they use? How do they hang out? Now, if your target audience are using Facebook and you are running Instagram ads, you are set up for failure. But if you run Facebook ads, your ads will go to Facebook and you might definitely reach out to you, definitely be able to reach your audience. So that's just how it works. Understanding the digital behavior of who you are targeting, who is your audience, will let you know what platforms are they really on. Now, I think most elderly ones nowadays are either on Facebook, WhatsApp, um, and I think maybe TikTok. So if you want to target elderly people now, you know where to run your ad to. And if you want to target younger people, you know where to run your ad to. Instagram is there, YouTube is there, and every other platform. So you need to know. So you have an example. Okay, so there's a practical here for us to quickly talk about, and I usually use this as an example. So, understanding your audience. In addition to understanding your audience, there is something that is not included there that is very much important as understanding your audience. You have to understand the company, their product or service. Understand the company, their product or service. If you understand the product or service and understand who it is meant for, your bridge to linking them that you would build will be easy to build. You're just trying to build a connection from the product to the audience. If you understand those two parties, you'll be able to build a bridge very easily. But if you do not understand what the product or the offering is, and you do not really understand the audience, it will be a big struggle for you to even connect them together. It's going to be a big struggle. So you need to, as much as you need to understand your audience, you need to understand the product. Why is it beneficial to them? Because your audience, your target audience, your potential customers, they are selfish. All they care is for themselves. They care for themselves. They don't care about you. They don't care about your business. They don't care about your product. The question in their mind is, what will your product do for me? What will your service do for me? How will it benefit me? What's in it for me? That's the word. What's in it for me? So what? okay, your product is so what? How does it help me? How does it benefit me? Does it add something to me? Does it help me reduce some stress? Does it add positivity? Does it reduces negativity? Does it increase positivity? Does it decrease negativity? Do you understand? So people are looking for things that add to their benefits and reduces their sorrows or struggles. So if you can save someone's time, that's adding positivity. If you can reduce someone's expenses, that's adding positivity. If you can reduce someone's risk, that's also adding positivity. Do you understand? So that's how it works. If you can increase someone's safety, that's reducing negativity. Like if you have a car that tires cannot be punctured by nails, bullets cannot break them, nothing you hit on the car screen or glass would penetrate. That kind of car is a security type of car. So it's going to reduce harm, it's reducing negativity, it's reducing potentials for bad occurrence. So that is how it works. So you need to understand your persona, your audience. I mean, you need to understand your audience. So what is a persona? A persona is just like a model, a figure, a figure of who your ideal customer is. So you are going to give it a picture, a name, to make it look like it's you are referring to someone. Okay, let's see what is the meaning of a persona. What is a persona? A persona is a way that someone presents themselves to the world or the role they adopt in a given situation. It can also refer to a fictional character or the voice used by an author to tell a story. So in our own case, it is a fictional character. It's a fictional person that we are building up. That okay, this so person is our ideal customer. So it's not really real, but it's a representation of who our real customers are. So I do always ask this question: if we have a Pampers brand, I mean a company that produces Pampers. Now, if you are going to create for um a persona for their target audience, I used to ask a question when you are talking about Pampers. If I'm going to ask you, who is the target audience for the Pampers? Many people are going to think it's the baby because the baby is the end user. In this case, the baby cannot buy the Pampers from you, so you are not going to target the baby because the baby knows nothing. But the mother or the caregiver is your ideal target audience and your ideal customer because they are the one that will make a buying decision. They are the one that will see the product. They are the one that understands what the product is for, and they will be your target audience. So in that case, mostly nursing mothers, preparing nursing mothers, or mothers, women, they are your ideal target audience. In this case, of a company that produces Pampers, you're not targeting the baby because the baby is the ideal end user. The baby will be the one to use the wear the pampers of the baby. It's going to be on the baby, not on the mother. So the mother is the one that will see it and buy it, and that person that sees it and buys it is your ideal customer. So that's how it works. So live discussion, writing copies. All right. So the goal of this example and practical assignment here is to create a persona for a busy mom in her 30s who uses who values convenience and safety. So I'm going to prompt you to go create a picture. What's the name of your ideal customer? What does your ideal customer looks like? What's their age range? The ideal age range of, let me give you a clue. You wouldn't be fair enough if you come and say your ideal customer for a Pampers brand is aged between 10 to, let's say, 20 or 18. You will not be fair enough because ideally you want to say minimum maybe from 2022 to about 40 might be your ideal customer for a for a persona. A persona, let me show you an example of a persona. So a persona is just like let's see, yeah, you see it here. This is what a persona looks like. It's just a fictional representation. So let's quickly go through what a persona is again so that you are not lost. So what is a buyer persona? A buyer persona is a fictional person who represents your ideal customer or a portion of your audience. So you are going to take into consideration their interests, their challenges and problems mirror of those of your target audience. So with a persona, you get a deeper understanding of what motivates your audience, and the insight you get will create you a more engaging content that addresses their problems and aligns with their interests, ultimately creating stronger connections. So here's what a persona looks like, but the image is not loading. I guess the network is pretty bad. Um, all right, so those are one of the challenges we face with network these days. So I let me see if I can go a bit back here. It still shows here. So this is the buyer persona. Sarah is the name, the demographics, the age, gender, education, um, income level. Middle class, education is bachelor's, gender is female. What are the behaviors? Subscription. They subscribe to Forbes, action sign-ups for blogs related to successful business. You already know that this one is for a business owner persona or intending business owner. Geographic location, US, located in the US. What are their challenges? They get everything done with a small staff. Growth, finding new channels to grow business. Then email preference. How often do they open? 60% open rate. How often do they click? 25% click rate. So there are different types of buyer persona. There are different formats. It's not a one size fits all, but there are just some basic things that has to be included in your persona, like the age, a fictional name, what they are interested in, what their challenges are. So for a nursing mother that is your like ideal customer, she might be facing challenges with a diaper or pampers that can stay longer and that is healthy and safe for the skin of the baby. Do you understand? They might be facing challenges with that because there are some babies that get irritated easily, which might cause them some skin reactions when they need to use the pamper. So that is that about that. Now let's go over to so your assignment is to create a persona for a busy mom in her 30s who values convenience and safety with Pampers as the company and the product, and then you already know who the target audience is. So you have to draw a persona. So I urge you to do that. Yeah, do that. If there is a need for me to review it, I would maybe add a link to this video. But even if I'm not adding a link, please try and do this. Just give yourself that challenge and take this challenge up. All right. So now let's go to the next topic. So we've talked about the personnel, the Pampers. We've talked about that. This says live discussion. We're already live here. So let me see what we wanted to talk about. If it's in the next one. Okay. So we're going into writing copies, the headlines, and understanding attention grabbing headlines. Let's see how much more we can still go. So headlines, understanding attention grabbing techniques. There are different techniques of writing headlines. Remember the last class? We visited some sites. Let me see if we can still get them. Let me see. Oh, Zapier. No, Zapier. Okay. Now this. Let's see this. If we get something. Not really. Okay. Yeah. So 31 body weight exercises to pack on muscle at home. So if there's someone that is looking for a budget friendly way to build muscle without going to the gym, yeah, either to save time or to save some expenses. So you can see this is their heading, this is the headline. So how do you write headlines that are captivating, that are clear, and that will attract the right people to read on your content from A to Z? There are strategies to write that. Now let's look at it. You can use numbers, like 10 ways to write copy that sells. So this is the numbers here. Yeah, now in this kind of headline, you already know that what you're expecting is 10, at least 10 ways to write copy that sell. So if you are someone that is a copywriter, you might want to read this content because it resonates with you. Another one is asking questions. Want to double your sales overnight? Is asking questions. So if you are a business person and you're struggling with sales and you want to increase your sales, if you see this kind of heading is going to appeal to you, yeah, it's going to grab your attention. Another one is creating urgency. Limited time offer. Act now. So this is going to be like, oh, this thing is ending soon. I need to see what it is and take action ASAP as soon as possible. So that's strategies of, you know, let's see some samples. I love showing samples. Headline samples. Headline samples. Copywriting. Wow. Let's see this. So you can see what makes a great headline. Any great headline is appealing to desired audience and enticing enough to want to click to read or find out more. Do you understand? If you have the right headline for your audience, they will definitely want to know or learn more about it. They will definitely want to know or learn more about it. So, how a headline does this effectively is different based on where it's going to appear. So, you can see they say add headlines need to make the offer clear and convey why clicking is worth anyone's time. Using interesting words, using active voice, asking questions just like you already know, talking to your audience directly, making the value clear, appealing to their emotion, having fun. So that's that about that. Let's just get back here and let's see. Okay, I think we'll be rounding up on this part. Let's round up on this part. Then next, in the next class, we'll talk about offer creation and writing persuasive copies. So as we round up, let's dig a bit deeper into understanding different types of headline strategies. I'm looking for something that is straightforward. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is not what we're looking for. Types of headlines. Let's see what the types are. Yeah, so you see, let's see this. Let's understand headlines much more better, because if you get your headlines right, you will get more clicks, more opens, and more reads. So what is a headline? It's a text above an article that summarizes its overall content. So now, this is an headline. 19 types of headlines. For anyone seeing this big bold text, He knows that every other thing down this line, every other thing down this page talks about 19 types of headlines. So if you are not interested in the topic, you would not even bother reading through. But because we are interested in the topic of headlines, we want to know, okay, what are the types of headlines? Now, they first tell us what an headline is, and we already know what they are. So because headlines are titles that appear before an article, they are often the deciding factor regarding whether a reader clicks on an article, and therefore are most enticing when they are persuasive. So your headline needs to be persuasive, it needs to be compelling. So writers use headlines for news articles, for blog posts, for advertisements. For this is a blog post right now, for advertisements, for social media posts and press releases. So let's see. These people have given us 19 types of headlines. We have direct headline from them. They said a direct headline clearly states the purpose of an article, just like we have up. It usually involves facts and the article to summarize the overall idea. Readers know exactly what they are going to read, exactly what we have seen up here. 19 types of headlines. It's a direct one. So we already know what we are going to read and what we are going to see. So 15 puppy pictures to cheer you up. If you see this one, you're expecting 15 pictures of puppies. Indirect, it's taking a subtle approach by hinting at the main point of an article. Since it does not directly state the key idea, it targets a reader's curiosity to discover what the article is about. So shoe company floats on in 2021. So at this point now, the curiosity will be what's the shoe company and why and how does it float? Do you understand? Because the moment you read this, it's going to build curiosity. You want to know what, you want to know why, you want to know how. So that is how it works. News headlines. They make important announcements about a company or its product. Journalists often use these types of headlines in news articles to efficiently share recent information with the public. So it's like reporting an event. I mean, news headlines. So you have this Beach Cove Taffy announces new location near Myrtle Beach. So that's a news. How to headline. So you must have seen tutorials, guides, and all of those things. They usually come with how to headlines. Maybe how to bake cake, how to make soda, how to make homemade soap, and all of those stuff. So this type of headline teaches readers ways to learn a new skill or solve a problem through an outline of steps. To write an how to headline, writers start with the phrase of how to, followed by the action they want their readers to learn. Yes, how to ride a bicycle, how to drive a car. You see how to, okay, you see an example is this, how to drive in a foreign country like a local. So that is it. Question headline, you're asking a question, you want them to answer, and then once they answer that question, it prompts them to read more of that. So a question headline poses a question to readers with the intention of providing the answer within the article. This tends to be topics consumers may be interested in regarding a company's product or brand. So now this is an example. Do you know which of our vegetables has the most vitamins? If your answer is no, you want to know more, then you have to read the content that follows. There is also a command headline. Command headlines tell readers what to do or what they can learn by reading an article. So companies use this type of headline when creating advertisement, and most headlines start with a strong action verb. Example is simplify your wardrobe with this new technique. So if you okay, looks like our meeting is about to end. Oh my, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to send the replays. In. So let's just continue and we'll soon be done. The reason why headline. The headline tells audience why certain situations occur. Yeah, maybe the reason why your kid is not performing well at school. The reason why your car burns more fuel. So that's an example. That's an example of what we're talking about. Okay. Um, let's continue. The network is bad. I understand that, but I'm recording the screen right now, so everything's going to be fine when you watch a replay. So, emotion headlines target audience. They are either a positive or negative feeling to encourage an audience to read an article. To do this, writers use powerful words such as affordable or stressed. So, ways to prevent work burnout in the new year. So, for someone that works very hard, this might be an attractive headline for them to read. There's also what we call wordplay. Wordplay headline uses creative form of words and phrasing, typically in the form of a pun or irony. Uh, Companies often use these headlines when trying to make less important topic amusing. Example, local auto race hit bump in the road. So this looks kind of funny. Yeah. So, and um, on normal racetracks for cars, there usually are no bumps. So this is something funny, unusual. I mean, there must have this might also be an irony. So that is it. So maybe the car crashed or something stopped the car. All right, so brand name headline. Let's see. Brand name headlines use recognizable organizations to compare a company's business to its competitors. This can be helpful for new business trying to participate in a similar market as a more established company. So you have an example of this. Skitter expected to gain more popularity than Peach Scooter. So they are trying to promote this brand over this brand. Do you understand? Best headline. Best headline ranks certain items above. Yes. So when you're looking for tutorials now, you might want to say top 10 or best copywriting tutorial. Then you would see a list of them. You see blogs that would give you content on different things. So that's how it works. So this can attract readers who look for top rated content such as the best restaurant or the best computer to buy. Exactly. That's how it works. And now this is two-part headline. It uses a punctuation mark such as colon, M dash, or parenthesis to combine two ideas. So usually both parts of these headlines can stand alone, but together they increase the chances of capturing a reader's attention. Now you have why word of mouth advertising can increase sales. The 5 key steps. So they are telling you this is the idea, and they are telling you they've broken the solution into 5 steps. Now you have relational headlines. Relational headlines connect a reader to the subject of an article by using second person language, relating the topic to the readers, relating the topic to the reader helps them because interested. So what am I saying? Relational headlines. Relational headlines connect a reader to the subject of an article by using second person language. Relating the topic to the reader helps them become interested in reading and discovering how the article can help them. So now you may want to make them feel like they are in the picture. That's just what it is. You want to make them to be able to relate with what you are saying. That is how it works. So here's how you could make $1,000 from your couch. So anyone that is on their couch that wants to something from the comfort of their home, this is going to be very appealing to them. So location specific headline. So location specific headlines attract readers by making them feel included in knowledge only a select group of people will know. So these headlines focus on something that people in a particular area share in common. So if you're talking about Lagos now, if you're saying 12 places to avoid in the city of Lagos, maybe because of traffic, because of this, or 12 places you must visit in the city of Lagos. So people that are in Lagos might want to be like, oh, I'm in Lagos, but these 12 places I've never been there. I should be there. I should get to see it, and every other thing. So that's how it works. And also, next after that, we have okay, you see the example here is 12 things anyone who lives in Seattle knows to be true. Now let's go to number 15, challenging belief headline. So, a challenging belief headline convinces individuals to read by using a reverse psychology technique. So, usually this headline begins with "you won't believe," which often makes viewers want to read an article to see whether it's actually surprised them. So, because they say you won't believe, you'll be like, what is this? What is it that I will not believe? So, you want to see if it is really true that you won't believe it. So, they said you won't believe how celebrities are losing belly fat. Oh, really? How are they losing belly fat? Is there something we don't know that you're not telling us? Okay, so you want to read that kind of stuff. Confrontational headline. They are persuasive and they attract people who either agree with the headline or have opposing opinions. So this now is like a debate. So it's either you are for the motion or you are against the motion, you support or you contradict. Is it contradict or you're just against the motion? You are in the opposing part of the motion. Okay, so if you are for the motion, you want to see how yes it agrees with you. If you're against it, you want to see what really are their points that makes them be valid as your opponent. That kind of stuff. So posing a controversial stance can entice individuals to read and see whether the article changed or enforced their existing opinions. So 12 reasons why recycling is hurting the planet. So you and I know that um, there's a lot of waste in our environment, and if you would agree with me, we needed to reduce those waste. So you might agree that recycling might be a way to reduce waste or to manage waste. So if it is beneficial and they said it's hurting the planet, why? So why and how is it hurting the planet? You really want to know. You'd want to read such a content. Testimonial headline. Now, the testimonial headline begins with a quote from a company's consumer. This gives viewers an objective, opinionated statement from someone who has used the company's product. So this cooking pan helps me make meals for picky children. So this is just a testimonial headline. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that's how it works. That's how it works. So finally, we're getting to the end of this. The backed by silence. The backed by silence. The backed by silence. Let me see. The backed by silence. Okay, backed by science headline. So this headline supports the statement by confirming its thesis with scientific evidence and proof. So when you say something that is scientifically proven, like it's a fact that stands by science and is backed up by science with evidence and proof, so you can use it as something that will help you gain a strong point, a strong standing point for your readers to be able to believe what you're saying. So scientists believe cicadas are about to emerge from underground. So you might want to know about all of this, and then because it's backed by science, you want to really know, okay, what is it, because it tends to be true. Background headline. Background headline starts with contextual information. This is usually a two-part headline, with the first part providing a background and the second half explaining the significance of reason for the first statement. Example: millionaire donates 5 million to local grocery store, thanks cashiers with bonus. So it first provides a background for the context, and then it tells us why the first thing actually happened. So that's just it. So let's see a few tips, 3 tips for writing successful headlines. Be clear. Use keywords. That's for SEO. and know your audience. Actually, it's very important. You need to know your audience. So when you're writing your headlines, be clear about what information your article covers so readers know what to expect. Don't confuse them. Use clear words and also use keywords. Try to incorporate a highly searched keyword into the headline. We talked about that yesterday, so I'm not going to go back into it. Talked about keywords into your headline to help them generate traffic to your article through search engine optimization. So you need to know the words that people are searching for to be able to achieve this. So if you use those words, like now, if people are looking for Pampers, and then in your own content you went to go and write diapers, your content might not rank. If somebody has another content and they use Pampers in their own content, because a lot of people are searching for Pampers, their content will naturally rank over yours because you are using the words that people are searching for. So that means your content is optimized with the right keywords that people are looking for. Know your audience, know thy audience. To attract readers with your headlines, it's helpful to know the target audience you want so that you can emotionally appeal to them and their interest. You speak in their language, you speak in the words that they are looking for, and you'll be able to achieve success with that. So, this brings us to the end of this episode. And next up, we'll be talking about offer creations and how to write persuasive copies. So, after that, we see different examples of copies. We understand what it means to study swipes, and then from there we go into lead generation. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you another time. Thank you.